Hi everyone, Dave Milliken here. Today I'm going to teach you how to play What a Wonderful World by Louis Armstrong. This is my arrangement for a solo fingerstyle guitar, and you can check out my version by clicking on the link in the description below. Let's get started by having a look at the intro. The intro sounds like this. So we're starting off on an F chord, and I'd recommend using a classical approach for the right hand fingering. So by that I mean use your thumb for the fourth string, use your index for the third, your middle on the second, ring on the first. And you'll keep dedicating those fingers to those strings. And when we need string 5 or string 6, you'll be using the thumb for them as well. So it's thumb, index, middle, ring, and then you're coming back through the middle and the index. So the first bar sounds like this. And notice that the time signature here is 6/8, which is 2 groups of 3/8 notes per bar. So you're feeling it 1 and 2 and slight accent on the 1 and the 2. 1, 2. The next bar we're moving to this chord, G minor over F. Same right hand finger picking pattern. And then the following bar, F major 7, I play it with my pinky here. You could also use your third finger if you prefer, or you could even dedicate a finger to each string like that. And again, that's the same pattern. And then it goes back to the G minor over F, and you're just going to roll this chord, which is playing it fairly quickly from the fourth string to the first. You could also use just the thumb to do that if you prefer. And just ignore the last 2 notes in the fourth bar for now because they belong with what comes next. So the intro slowly sounds like this. And a bit faster. So now we're heading into the verse, and this is where the melody comes in. And you want the melody to be louder than the chords, which are more background. So you'll see in the tab these symbols that look like greater than signs. They are accent marks. And so you're trying to pull those notes out to make them louder than everything else. So those first 3 notes are loud, but then the following 4 notes you want to play pretty quiet. And then the last note, louder again. That sounds like this. And then we're moving into an A minor 7 up at the 7th fret. Again, just that first note accented, and the other one's quieter. This moves into a B flat major 7 at the 8th fret. Back to the A minor 7. So here's those 4 bars slowly. And you should be able to hear that melody coming out over top. One other thing, notice that at the beginning there, I'm playing that 3rd fret note with my pinky, and the reason for that is so that it will seamlessly join to the F chord that I can then prepare while the pinky's held down. If you were to do, for instance, with your 3rd finger, then you're going to get a break while your 3rd finger has to then move over to hold down the F chord. So that's the reason for the fingering there. On to the next 4 bars, starting with a G minor 7, which is the same as the A minor 7, just moved down 2 frets. Back to the F major 7. A7, which I'm playing with a bar here and the 3rd finger. To a D minor. And I'm using my pinky here for the D minor because of where we're about to go. Here are those 4 bars slowly. A little bit faster. Now we come to a D flat major 7 for 2 bars. And you'll see, using the pinky on the D minor, set me up, because I can just slide that finger down to get to my D flat major 7. Then we move to a G minor 7. That's the way I like to play my G minor 7. You could also strum it if you play it that way. You could, I suppose, bar it if you wanted to. And then we move to C7. All 4 notes at the same time. Then, without letting go of this finger, because you want the bass note to keep going, you change to this chord. And that C is still ringing underneath. And then C7. Here are those 4 bars. Now we're at the first ending of the verse, F major 7. B7 sharp 5, B flat major 7, and C7 again, with a roll on that chord. So here are the 4 bars. Notice how in those last 3 chords, the pinky serves as a guide finger to help you move between them. From the B7 sharp 5, the pinky slides down 1 to get to the B flat major 7, and then slides up 2 to get to the C7. And that would also work if you were fingering with your 3rd finger instead of your pinky, going from B7 sharp 5, slide the 3rd finger down, B flat major 7, and then up again to the C7. The key is just keeping the finger that's on string 2 the same. Then at the end of the line, you have a repeat sign. So after playing the last 2 notes of bar 20, you'll be going back to bar 5 to continue the 2nd verse. If I start at bar 19, it sounds like this. So you'll be playing through the 2nd verse, which is the same as the 1st, but after you get to the end of bar 16, you're going to jump to the 2nd ending, which sounds like this. So that's F, G minor over F with the bar at the 3rd fret, and then this 3rd bar, when you get to the 1st string, you do a little hammer on the pinky and pull it off. And then back to the F for a rolled chord. So slowly there. Now we're heading into the bridge. Play the lead-in note with your pinky, and then the C9 with your first finger bar, which moves to a C7 there. Bass note again. Then I would put down the first finger bar that you need for the next chord early to play this single note, and then the bar is already there for you to grab the chord. So, and that changes to an F on the last eighth note, then another bass note. So here's those 4 bars. Be careful about the timing here. 1 and 2 and 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 so that 6 at the end, that's the beginning of a repeat of that phrase. So the only difference in the following 4 bars is the last 2 notes, which are the lead-in to the following phrase. The next phrase sounds like this. So we're starting with a slide into the 10th fret, then the 8th fret, then a D minor chord using the 3rd finger as a bar. This moves to a C over E. D minor over F. C major. Putting it all together slowly. Next 4 bars. So that's D minor. Moving to a G flat diminished 7th. G minor 7. B flat major 7 over F. C9. To roll that chord, I'm doing thumb, index, middle, ring, pinky. It helps to place them all first, and then it's almost like they're each coming off one at a time. And at the end of this line, again, a repeat sign that will take you back to bar 5 to start your 3rd and final verse. So I'll play these 4 bars going into the last verse. And so on. You'll continue to play through that 3rd verse until you get to the end of bar 16. Then you're taking the 3rd ending, which is going to get us to the end of the song. Starts on an F major 7, E flat 7, D7, and from here we're sliding up into a different voicing of a D7, which I play like that. It's a bit of a stretch, but it's doable. I'll start at bar 15 so you can hear the transition into the 3rd ending. from there, the 2 melody notes that lead into the G minor 9, then 6, slide up to 8, and back to the 6, C7 flat 9, and the melody notes hammer here. And this section is all very free and very slow. And then back to normal speed here. That's what a tempo means. The F chord to the G minor over F, to the F major 7 at the 3rd fret. And then as you're holding this, you can reach over with your left hand and tap the 1st fret of string 6, which gives you a nice bass note to finish. And throughout these last 4 bars, you would be slowing down. So as I said earlier, check out my performance of the song by clicking on the link in the description below. That will give you a good sense of how everything fits together. And I hope you enjoy learning the song. Please check out the rest of my channel. There's lots of tutorials like this one and performance videos. And I hope you will like and subscribe, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.